Hi YouTubers, this is Just Rhonda, and today I want to talk about the ego. Sometimes our ego can be so big and we don't even know we have it. Most of the time people who have big egos don't really know it. It just feels different when it's here and not out there. But anyway, so the whole point is sometimes we get the answers that will actually solve our problems, but because of our ego we can't accept them. So we will continue to do the same stupid things that we've always done, getting the same results that we've always gotten, which don't really get us where we want to get to. But for some reason we can't seem to accept a new answer. Or we're just stuck for whatever reason. We're stuck into believing that we know the right answer for ourselves. Today's video is just to ask you to think outside of the box from the standpoint of something that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. Consider it. Because just because you're uncomfortable doesn't really mean the answer is wrong. And I know for my Christian people, they always say, well, it just doesn't feel right. Okay, I got that. I'm a Christian girl. I get it. But sometimes that feeling is just, it's not in your comfort zone, and doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong. It just means it's something that you're not comfortable doing, something you're not used to. It's kind of like learning to play golf or learning to bowl or learning some new sport. It doesn't really feel right until you get it right. So what I'm saying and suggesting is that think outside of the box. And thinking outside of the box is not necessarily that easy. So the way you learn to think outside of the box, guys, is that you go and do things that you've never done before, or you expose yourself to people that you typically don't expose yourself to. They're gonna say things that you don't like. They're gonna say things that seem uncomfortable. They're gonna say all kinds, yeah, what? That's how you get out of the box, is because you're doing things you haven't done, and it exposes you on a different level to other ideas, and subconsciously they sort of rest, and when you move away from it you can actually come up with something that you haven't done all along. So the idea here is, don't let your ego get in the way. Sometimes the answer is very humiliating. For instance, and if I can refer kindly to a biblical character, the guy in the Bible who was very sick, I think he was a great soldier, and he went to Elijah and he says, okay, I'm sick, can you heal me? I got leprosy, whatever. And Elijah doesn't even open the door for him. He just talks to him through the door. Hey, go down to the little nasty river down there and you clean up and get in there 7 times. And the guy was like, what? For real? Me? I'm a good soldier. He didn't want to do it. Okay, but I guess the disease kind of got the best of him. He finally went and dipped in that little nasty river for 7 times, and guess what, guys? He got healed. So that's my point. So sometimes you do things that are humiliating, but it is really the right answer. Apologizing sometimes when you don't feel right, don't really feel like doing it because you wasn't really wrong, so why in the world would you apologize? It's the right answer. It gets you, it opens a space in your heart, in your life. It opens another door for you. Something is going to work out. Just follow it, and sometimes put that ego in check. And okay, I know this was a long video and I'm sorry, but the message today is move your ego a little bit to the side. Try some new stuff that sometimes feels a little bit uncomfortable. Put some new friends in your life, some new people, do some new different things, and maybe some of those answers for those business questions will come up. Maybe the new job will find you. Any number of scenarios can happen. So move the ego and try some new stuff. Okay guys, I'm signing off. This is Just Rhonda. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much. Bye.